monkeys!
The Genius Society is a very strange faction filled with very strange people. And what happens when you give strange people genius minds? War crimes. But unlike the IPC's war crimes, these guys don't actually mean to hurt people. They just believe they are actually helping in their own sick, twisted way. A few days ago, I posted a poll, and in the early hours, mimetic virus was winning, but it turns out you guys really want to hear about the unhinged crimes of the Genius Society. And since my voice has recovered enough to make a full video, I think it's time that we get into this. I'm sure a lot of you saw the IPC crime series, and this one is gonna be very similar. Because a lot of the people on this list are straight up terrorists. And one of the worst ones of them all is an IPC affiliate. So make sure to stay to the end of the series because this guy might be worse than Oswaldo Schneider. Because this is the Genius Society's worst criminals revealed. Okay, so let's take it from the top and start with the member with the smallest rap sheet. None other than the woman who gives the best buffs in game and in the simulated universe, Genius Society member number 81, Ruan Mei. Getting her name from the combining of her two parents' surnames, Ruan Mei is a very fascinating individual. Hailing from a planet blessed by the abundance, Ruan Mei is a scientist who very fittingly specializes in biology. I say that because we are very familiar with the abundance's history with the Shanzhou and how it tends to extend life or bring people back to life, especially things that shouldn't be brought back to life. And even though Ruan Mei has no ties with the abundance directly, she follows in its footsteps. Because Ruan Mei fixates on the subject of life. And the concept of life and how it works fascinates her beyond what can be considered normal or even rational. Because she has zero boundaries. Let me explain. You see, Ruan Mei is a sociopath, much like the Aeon of Abundance, meaning that she disregards the feelings of others. That's why she neglects her creations that only wish to be loved. Upon the deaths of her parents, whose funeral Ruan Mei did not cry at, strange little sociopath detail there, Ruan Mei resigned herself to a secretive corner of the universe and somehow found a way to revive both of them. Which I'm assuming are clones because there are moments where both of them are referred to as alive and dead, so it gets weird. But either way, she must have succeeded because she somehow managed to nearly destroy the existing laws of biological evolution on the entire planet, which earned the acknowledgement of the Aeon of Erudition, Nous. And that is how she became a member of the Genius Society. But I guess you're wondering, well, reviving her parents isn't a bad thing, so what could our lovely Ruan Mei have done to earn a spot on this list? Well, she only almost started an intergalactic Aeon war that could have resulted in the deaths of all known life, all because of her sociopathic curiosity and arrogance. Subtle foreshadowing aside. Well, that's because she didn't stop at reviving her parents. This was only a stepping stone for her, because she set her sights on bigger and better things to study. During this pursuit, she managed to revive a deceased member of the Genius Society named Lambda, who proceeded to fade away because she herself didn't want to be revived. See this abundance thing she has going for her? Bringing things to life that shouldn't be? Yeah, she doesn't care. And this only gets worse because she then decided to study Aeons next. But after many failed attempts, she settled on creating an emanator, specifically the emanator of propagation, Scaracabaz. Like and subscribe for that pronunciation. And this is how she earned a place on this list. Because the propagation isn't anything to mess with. All it took was a single swarm queen to destroy the entirety of Firefly's planet.
But no, she had its life on a 56-second timer.
Yes, Ruan Mei had its life on a timer, but one miscalculation could have resulted in the entire space station being destroyed and the swarm being a threat to the universe once again. And let me tell you, of all paths, The propagation is nothing to play with. This path and its Aeon, Tazeron, were capable of infinite self-replication. Like and subscribe for that pronunciation. This Aeon goes by they, them. Not because they're non-binary, but because there's quite literally more than one of them. Now, if that doesn't explain the level of danger, I'll just add that it took not 1, not 2, not 3 or 4, it took 7 Aeons to neutralize it. Not even kill it. It's not even confirmed to be entirely dead. And one of these 7 Aeons was Aha. The propagation was such a threat that the Aeon of Elation stopped laughing and had to lock in. Let that sink in. This Aeon war resulted in the deaths of countless planets in 2 Aeons. Ouroboros of the Veracity and Enna the Order both died during this war. Yes, you heard me right. This abomination was replicating so fast that the Aeon of Eating Things ate itself to death trying to keep up with it. What? This event also indirectly led to Nanook's rise to Aeonhood, probably due to the level of destruction happening. This is what Ruan Mei was toying with. And it's only going to get worse because Luocha has the remains of it in his coffin and Ruan Mei is already en route to get in on that action.
The dead will return!
Yeah, I don't think I like what he means by that. Did I mention that she wants to become an Aeon herself? Yeah, that's a thing. And since she is obsessed with the creation of life, propagation is right up her alley. And I don't know what's worse, a revived Aeon of propagation or an ascended Aeon of propagation that is also an apathetic sociopath. You tell me. This is bad. But this is only the least of the offenders on this list I have planned for you guys. Because in the next video, I'm going to talk about Dr. Primitive. And I just might get into an IPC affiliated Genius Society member. Oh yeah, it's as bad as it sounds. Because this is the Genius Society's worst criminals revealed. I hope you guys are hyped for this new series. First we exposed the IPC and now the Genius Society is next up on this list. But oh boy, even though they don't really mean too much harm, they might be worse than the IPC in terms of casualties. These guys are the epitome of curiosity killed the cat in the most destructive way possible. And Nous is indifferent to right and wrong. And that could possibly be scarier than pure evil. But what do you guys think? Be sure to let me know, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace, y'all. Oh boy, it is good to be back.